Oh, hello. This is Saul again. Welcome back. It is Halloween 2025. Hey, Wombat. Wombat is here and dressed up. He has a little costume on. I think he's a doctor. He's got a little headlamp and a little scrubby hair cap on. So happy Halloween, everyone. So I am excited about getting this working today. We did half of this yesterday. So the first part of this, basically, we are trying to get the general editor working, and we're working on the transcript right now. So there was let's see here. I have a transcript here that we've done manually in terms of editing some things, just fixing typos, fixing speaker misalignments, editing out some basic stuff that shouldn't be there. We did all this in Google Docs. Maybe eventually we won't, but this time we did. But now we're trying to apply the Whisper word level timings to every word, so that when we try to edit this, we want to edit, for instance, right in the middle of a sentence or between sentences, we know where we need to edit at in order to do that. So we have a script here that we started making yesterday, which will take the human transcript we have here and the Whisper word level transcript that we have in a JSON file, and combine them into, and so I made a little bit of a usage help string here, parsing the human transcript. So there's one segment we did yesterday was parsing this out so that we get the hello, Rismot. Oh, nice. I'm glad to see you here. And so we've parsed the human transcript, which went pretty okay. And then, sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone here. And then we take some number of Whisper transcripts, and this is the thing that I thought of last night, or maybe it was even yesterday during the live stream here, and we're going to combine them, and basically then we're going to output this, I'm calling it a centaur transcript, which has the head of a human and the body of an AI, or yeah, let's just call it that. And then from there, I should be able to start editing this weekend using what we've already got and report back on Monday with some either edited or features that we need in order to edit it better. That's the goal for today. So the things that I thought yesterday, I may have said them on the live stream. Maybe I am doing this. Okay, thank you. I moved the microphone. Is this better? Rismot? Interesting. Okay, let me try looking at it with input devices. Oh, yeah, it's way down. How did this happen? Okay, I'm going to move this up. My apologies if this gets too loud here. So this is 80, 90% of the way there. Here's 100. Let's just go for 100%. This is the correct, or what should be the volume. Is this too loud? Seems like it's, oh, okay. Well, let's leave it like that then. Great. Okay, sorry about that. And if it is too loud, let me know. It's pushing into the yellow zone here, so either I'll move the microphone or turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, okay, well, a lot of this live streaming is trying to get myself set up with a home audio recording system, so thank you for your feedback, and I really do need to continue. Oh, yeah, Wombat is a doctor. Or a surgeon, something like that. He's got a little headlamp on and a little hairnet or hair covering. So that's what we're doing. That's what he's today. He insisted. We were a little bit early, and he's like, "Where's my costume?" And well, we got his costume on. Okay. Anyway, so the two things that are the big advancements I'm hoping for today here. One is to integrate each transcription separately. So we already have the two transcripts, one for each microphone. We've cut them down, like taken out the low volume, so the non-speaker, and we should have just of transcript, or 95% of just one speaker, but two of them. And I think merging those together, while it might be handy for when we're actually doing a home edit completely, right now I think is getting in the way because we have some duplicate words between the two transcripts. And so I think if we do it individually, we will maybe do better. I'm not entirely sure. Because of the next step here, what we're going to try today is calculating a score per word. So we're going to try to allocate, I think, every word in the, I'm not sure if it's every word in the whisper transcript or every word in the human transcript. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's every word in the human transcript. And trying to map it to a word in the whisper transcript based on three things: the speaker, the word, actual word, and the time alignment. So the idea is that we're going to be calculating the score and giving it some number of points. I don't know, I made some things up last night. We can see it and see how well it works and then try to adjust it, with the idea that, yeah, if the speaker matches and the word is the same word and it's within a second, that must be the right time. And otherwise, though, any two of those three should be enough, at least if it's within a certain amount of time, or if enough some letters match and the speaker matches. So we're going to try this and see how it works. I'm, again, hopeful, but a little worried that we're not going to get there. But I have to have something by this weekend so I can actually start editing. I need to get on this. So let's try. Okay, so right, individual in each mic transcription separately. Let's try that first. We're going to try just doing one of them. So we're going to start with the mic transcript, or let's start with the sol transcript because I'm the first speaker. And so that's going to be this 1016 sol.json. And we're going to be adding this to magmatter. So we're going to run our rsmd script, magmatter, vdaw magmatter, and vdaw. Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay. And so we're going to completely change the strategy here. Rather than go through it in, well, we are going to go through it in order. Okay. Combine transcripts. We're going to have multiples here. And actually, let's start. We'll just have it be one, and we'll do this. Sorry, what I'm thinking about right this moment is we have a parse xmd, which happens, what happens here? Okay, so we're already in the JSON land, so I think if we just do this with the second one. I fixed that separately. I'm going to fix this. Although, oh, if it comes from, oh, I see, I can't, I have to specify it separately. So I'll leave it there for a moment. Okay. That should work for each of them. And we only have to do one at the moment, one to start. So we're going to, let's see here. Word timings. Right, this is doing it. There's the human one, which is the MD one, and there's the computer one. We're going to go through the human one every word because we know the human words are, well, we're going to know or assume or guess that they're correct, because those are the ones that have literally been human edited. So for every row in here, we do have, oh, we don't. We likely have the start time and the end time, but not always. So I actually kind of wonder if we shouldn't. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to go back into the parser. I kind of want to do this now. So we're going to go back into the parser here. And when there's not a time stamp here, a start time, we're going to accumulate those lines into a buffer. Sorry, I wanted to. I was thinking I would just say, oh, well, there's these next 3 lines. Don't have that. And so the start time is going to be sometime after the previous start time, which is true, but we don't know how much. And we can't evenly space them. At least with a word, every word is probably more or less something between 100 milliseconds and 1 second. But we don't know how, unless we were to base it on how long proportionally the words are, which maybe we could do that actually. That's not the worst idea. I'm just trying to get some basic metric for timing so that when we are going through the individual words, we can try to make a score based on time, or at least partially based on time. So let's see here. So if start is not there, then we want to add them into a list until there is a next start time so that we can add the end here. So, okay. There's going to be some list of rows. These are the not yet timed rows, or not yet timed rows. I don't like it for the name, but we're going to set that up here. And so when we actually do get a time, if we get a time, that was weird. My chat just reset for some reason. When we do get a time, start t equals this. If there's now a start time, we'll do all this stuff. Okay. So instead of being the single row here, we're going to loop over all of the not yet timed rows. Let's see here. So the last one is definitely the end is the start of the. That's definitely true. It's always going to be true. But, and then the first one, no, the next, and then the next one here will have the start time. That's true. So this is only for the not yet timed rows. We have the ending one. Oh, I see. We do need to. Okay, that's fine either way. And so the last one's end is the current start. start has already been set previously from the previous round. And now every intermediate one based on its proportion of the word text. So we're going to sum up. So total len is sum of length word or R in not yet timed rows. Pretty long. And then we're going to have for every one of those the not yet timed rows word length out of total length, that times the total time difference, which is actually start t minus the first start t. So this is actually that's the nt, but I'll leave it. So we actually have this other one here, which is going to be the first start t. It's the first t in this batch, which is unfortunately already parsed. I don't want to do that, or rather it's this start I want to not do yet. I want to do it at the end. So here, basically everybody, yeah. Okay, we're going to replace it as we go. So the first time is the not yet timed rows 0 start. The last time is this, well, the current start t, last t is this start t here. And this should be in seconds. And so this is last t minus first t. Is the multiplication factor plus first t. So the idea, of course, is that we're proportionally marking the start times of the different subsequent lines by how much text they have. So now we're going to say, okay, the actual start time will be that. Actually, wait a second. This is going to be the, oh, this is both the start time of the current row, which is the end time of the current row. Yep. The end time is going to be this. And then also the start time of the next row is going to be the end time of the previous row. But okay, so the idea here is that we're not going to do this yet. Okay, let's read this through here. So we're getting calling it the start t. Actually, this is called last t. And I wanted to add, every time we have a not, if it's not last t, then we add the row to that. The row D. If it is the last T, then we're going to say great. Oh, you know what? I think we're always adding. Yeah, always add it. But only sometimes do we do this. Okay. Sure, let's think about that. Unaligned rows, pending. I think pending, untimed. Yeah. Untimed rows, pending rows. Pending rows is good. Let's try that. Thank you. Thank you, Rismont. I have this shortcut for Vim, whack RC, that'll take the current token and then you can rename it, which has been really handy. I don't configure too much of my Vim, but that's one thing that I do have configured and do use. So, okay, thank you. Pending rows. So we got this, we have an empty set of pending rows up here to start. We always add them. There might only be one in the case that every row has a thing, and this should just work. And I think that this will be the right, it should be the right logic anyway here, because the start is already set. And we're going to have to parse them into the other format here very soon. So let's see here. Pending rows 0 start. Total length is going to be for all of them. That's great. For every row, the end of that is equated to its this is not quite right because it needs to be not plus first T, but from the previous word. Oh, I can do this in here, right? No. Oh, it's just last minus first, that's fine, and this has to be plus the start time. This row's start time. So we're computing this row's end time from this row's start time, which was already set either because it was on the first row of this batch or because we've set it from the previous end row. Oh, this might have to happen first. Yeah. So we set this the start time of this current row based on the end time of the last row. Otherwise, it's already set. And then we set the end of this row based on the proportional amount of words it has in it. Or letters it has in it. That seems fine. It's for a crude estimate of where something is, we'll just know that it's kind of a little faked. And then we have to, at the end, convert each pending row, which we're not going to add until, oof. We have to do all this work inside the pending rows, I think. Okay, This is the not yet timed row. Good. Well, I don't know. Will this work? Let's find out. Last minus first. Oh, I have to clear pending rows when we're done. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Yes, you are totally right, Rismat. That is 100% correct. And ideally, this would be called text, and maybe I should change it to text from Word. This is what's happening here is that the original transcript from Whisper uses Word because it is a Word-based transcript. And when we roll it up, we keep the column Word because that's what the column is called in Visitata. So perhaps the initial thing should be called text, and we should rename those things in here. So yeah, I'll add that to my little to-do here. Good call. Okay, so we clear it out at the end because we've actually processed them all. We've appended them all. Try it again. No. Why? Oh, why? Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, sorry. Thank you, Rismat. Deeper refactoring can come later, totally. And that is like a pattern where I'm just trying to get to the top of the peak or whatever here, get something working. Definitely it all comes out a big jumble, and then we do refactor later for clarity. Although I have to admit, often I don't wind up doing that, so it's good to do it a little bit along the way. No apologies needed for distracting, and especially if you're having a difficulty understanding, then yeah, we should be changing it along the way, because I'm actually having to read this too and trying to understand it as we're going. And this is only a page of code, not even, depending on how you're looking at it, and I'm already getting a little lost in it, so it's important to clean things up, at least to a first degree. So thanks for making the suggestions. Okay, so we're getting two strings here, but I thought that I wasn't converting things to a string until, well, I'm not even doing it now, it's commented out. So why is it a string? Last T is the start, and do we set the start anywhere to anything? To the end. Oh, okay, because it's actually, it actually is a fine. Well, no, we don't know that, do we? Okay, maybe that'll work. This start shouldn't be, I mean, like two HTTP. What is it called? Is it parse? No. Oh, all our stuff is. Oh, of course. No, no, it can't be. I'm thinking backwards. I thought we were in this space and converting it after the fact, but no, we're parsing it. So this is actually, we do need to do this straight away. It's exactly the issue. And this one here, whenever we do anything, should already be there in this. Oh. Okay. Okay, so start is a... Huh. I'm going to go ahead and print out pending rows here for in every run, because I don't understand how the start time would be none for any row, any first row, because that's the whole point, is that once we... Oh, here we go. Oh, it just keeps on expanding? Zero. What's going on here? $66. So there's a lot going on here. So first of all, we shouldn't be... Here, I'm going to print out... just a new thing here so we can... So here's every little bit here. So first of all, we get the first line, which is fine. That's correct. And start time is 0. Fine. And then we have 2 lines in the next one here. And the start time is 0, start time is 31. But no, it should have removed that in there because there's no... Oh, I see. This ending needs to happen. We have... Oh, yeah. Appending rows here. It should only have the one after it, because we don't know if the rows before it are going to be needing it or not. That makes it... yeah, we have to append at the end. Not sure, that probably wasn't very clear, but basically constructing this list of pending rows. When we actually do get a new start time, that's actually the start of the next batch of pending rows and not the end of this batch. It's like if we go down to wherever we have here, here we go, speaker differences. So 1, 2, 3 in pending rows, and then 1, 2, 3, and then this one is the one on which, this is the D here, that starts the new batch of pending rows. We're using this time to indicate the ending of the whole thing to try to figure out what the sub endings are. So this should be more legit. And in fact, that looks better. Let's find out if that fixed it or not. Okay. So we got the other print statements here and see if we can't, how close we are. Okay, and we've got, let's find this here. So we got, yeah, well, gosh, how much is mined each year? And that's more or less correct. I don't know if it's totally correct, but it'll get us some of the way there. Great. Okay, so that was the first part here where we're getting a timing for the sub changed speakers. Now we're going to go over every word, I guess. Oof, I'm curious how this goes. Yeah, I think we're gonna go over every word in the human transcript, how to find the timing and the other, because if we do most of the words correctly in the human transcript, and we're missing some, that's kind of okay. It's not ideal, but we actually do have some. We could have some partial timings. We could do the exact same thing to stretch the timings out as we're doing now with just the individual speaker things. And we're trying to have some better guesses about where things are starting and ending in terms of the actual words. So at this exact moment, I'm actually getting a little bit skittish about this untracked file, parsemd. It's in my own personal bin directory, which is just, I mean, I think I even do have something tracking it, but I'm not at the moment. So I'm actually going to move this into the vdaw into the visited experimental directory. Like, it shouldn't go here, but this way I'll track it along with the thing, and then we're actually going to have just at least the barest modicum of source control for this, so that if I do screw it up, at least I can reset. Let me see what I got here. 2, let me, track parse xmd. I may remove it before all is said and done, but yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure if everybody here has coded before, I'm sure you've lost some work somewhere and had to redo it over again. And it's funny that like there may be an ability to do it and to do it faster, but it's very demoralizing any which way. Even if you can speedrun it, like the best thing I've done, I think, in this case is to be like, okay, we're going to do this again. Oh, it's so depressing. But then I'm basically doing the work all over again, but with all the knowledge that I've had. And so now at least it's kind of like doing the refactor, but without the code in front of you. So it's been like the least demoralizing way to do it. Actually going back over a live stream and typing in the, yeah. Yeah, well, right. You're right, Rismat. I'll keep that as something in my back pocket, but I think I prefer Git in this case. Okay, anyway. So now it's tracked a little bit. We're going to do the merge here for every word. I really want to break this up. Oh, here we go, combine. For every word in our human, I'm going to call this the human transcript, and the, I guess, whisper transcript, sure. There's MDT. So this is so we were already doing it every row in the human, and then we're splitting it based on the text in here. And now we got the whisper timing. So actually we are kind of doing the exact same thing, and all we're going to do now is, rather than, okay, so the main thing I think we're going to do that's different here is, instead of iterating through in order and deleting word timings, we're going to use it as a more separate reference, I guess. Find the timings around the word we have in the human transcript, consider all of those based on the speakerness and the word and the distance from the actual time, pick the best one and use it. So we're not going to remove anything. And instead of enumerating all of them, we're going to find, it's not going to be I, it's just going to be the word here in the find words around, I don't know, the current okay, interestingly, I kind of do need that ability to know what the individual word. Yeah, so I'm basically saying I want to find this original word, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't break this into two steps. Rather than doing this split and then add it to here, I'm going to construct the base rows early. I'm going to give it a fake time and then note that it's a fake time, and then try to replace the times as I can. So we're going to make this be a separate step here. So for row in every thing, for word in every, I guess I can, sorry, I'm thinking about if I can use, how much I can just use this bit that we just made up here. If I factored this out into a function, it would be given the start time and the end time and a list of all of the pieces with their words in them, return me the list of all the pieces with the times stretched out. Right? That's just this here, although we've got this rest of the stuff here. No. I think I want to do all the work in here. So I'm thinking right this moment here that once I have this start and end, I'm going to make base rows, which is what we're using for the name for the rows. And we're going to say stretch no. We have to split it up into words first. It's like an interpolate times. For some rows, which are going to be well, at the very least, we know we're gonna spend the start and the end time. And then I'm basically constructing a list of words with all the metadata associated with the speaker and the thing. So I think I'm just gonna do, okay. Yes, you are right, Rizmod. Sentence level timing to word level timing. We're just going to estimate it on the human transcript for the moment so that we can get a closer estimate when we're actually doing the real mapping from the bot transcript, the Whisper transcript. And I'm just kind of like fumbling my way around here, thinking about how I want to structure this, because I can see that there's like kind of 3 different places to do this. So in here, we're already doing this interpolation based on the sentence, the speakers. So like this is one fragment, here's a second one, here's a third one, and we're kind of like interpolating between those 3. But I mean, it's the same exact process doing it in between here as doing it in between each word in here for the process that we're using anyway. So I'm thinking that if I just pass it a list of rows, but I shouldn't have to. I think that all the rows are identical except for the words. So I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't do like a, this is a little gruesome, but here's a list of the words we're going to have. And I guess it's just going to be the split on the row text. Dot split. And the literal other fields of this which are identical. So I kind of just want to pass them all in. But actually, now that we're doing that, I may as well just do it that way. And then, okay, so let's check this out. We're going to have an interpolate times with the words start equals end equals, and actually these actually should be none, not float. So the type annotation is not perfect, but and they have all the rest of the things here, like speaker and cut and whatever else we have in there. But we're also going to suck up the rest of these args and not use them, so that we can pass whatever we want to in here for this. So when we interpolate the times, we're going to go over every row in, no, every word in the words. Okay, so the idea is that we have this pending rows now with the untimed words, and then we're going to iterate through the pending rows. I don't need this though here. Okay, so we look through all the pending rows. If it's, oh, anyway, if it's greater than 0, then we set the start to be the pending rows. This one end, we've already set it, yes. And the end equals this thing here, which we've got, and this is not, this is end minus start. Okay. I think this is the bulk of this function here. Interpolate times. And we're going to return the pending rows. And we're missing something here. What are we missing? I would like this cut to be applied to every individual word in the sub thing. I'm not going to worry about this just yet, but and this bit here will be pending rows equals the stretched. Yeah, interesting. The because in the one case, this case here, the speakers will be changing, but the other one they won't. I can't depend on the same speaker for the same thing. So let's go to the interpolate again here. This words is going to be a list of rows, not strings, and so this has to happen outside. Word.split. Speaker equals NYTR speaker. Cut equals NYTR cut. Okay, and this goes here. Okay. This should work for this part, and then now we have to do the same thing up here, where we're basically saying, oh, we've already got these pending rows, so interpolate the times between them. The total length is in there, right? Oh, we're not doing the total length. Okay, total length has to go in there. So pending rows equals interpolate times for the existing pending rows with the speaker. Oh, we're going to get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Oh yeah, we just don't need it, of course. Okay, we're just reading pending rows. And it figures it out. What the start time is. Start equals that. End equals the last one. And we don't need any of this other stuff in here. So yeah, for NYTR or whatever it is in pending rows, okay, that's okay. Things are moving fast. Thanks for keeping up with my thoughts here. Let me read what you're saying. You could apply the cut value in a second pass, like for R in the base rows. Oh. Yeah, that's true. That work? I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So we do this. Yeah, we've already done the split up here, which is great. And now, yeah, I see what you're saying. So that this line here, if we're in a start cut, we sub in the, we basically put what you're saying right here. Okay, I think that's reasonable. I'm going to do on that. Yeah, maybe. No, it's not there. It's here, isn't it? Okay. Thanks. Good idea, Risma. Okay, let's see if we can get this working here. So if we have a last time, I need to pass the last time. It's not actually the last time in the set, is it? This is the, I have to pass that in. And for here, the last time is the last one in the set, which is, yeah, I see the end of, okay, so this is, NYTR end. Okay, and this is going to be the last time, and we can't know yet. Okay. Aside from this mess of a line here, I don't know that I need, I do need that, the outer row speaker, whether or not it's cut, and of course the actual word for each word. And that is actually the end of the list comprehension, or passing in the end of it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see if this does what we want. I like running things. And we can't use the previous one. We moved it, so we're going to do it here. What are you? Oh, we haven't gotten here yet. Well, that shouldn't be the case. I'm guessing we're missing. There's no end yet. Well, so Risma says my coding chunks are big before I run things. Depends what phase I'm at, to be honest. Yeah, I have a lot of theories on this. It's very, so you're thinking a little bit more of like a test-driven development kind of thing. Like if I were in that mode, I would be making a test that verifies this little piece, does this thing, and then getting that to work, and kind of building up from very, very small little pieces. And I am kind of, okay, fair enough. I am kind of, the climbers. There are climbers that have all of their stuff attached to all their harnesses and everything, and then there are climbers that free climb, and they're just like, well, they're 300 feet up, but they're hanging on to every little nook and cranny by their own hands, and if they don't fall, it's fine. It's great. It's actually a lot less overhead, but they're missing all their safety gear, so if they do fall, they're kind of screwed. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, where it's like, okay, well, if it works, then I'm doing great. If it doesn't work, then I'm not doing so great. So we'll see if I can get there. I may have to back off, and luckily I'm not going to die if this doesn't work. But hopefully I can get there in the end anyway. Okay, so we don't have an end here, and I think we should. I think when we do interpolate times, if there's only one thing in there, then the end should be specified. So why is because if there is only one, wait a second. I think I had this backwards. I think if it's greater than 0, if it's a second or more row, then we have to set the start to the previous end. But I think this end one is always going to happen. So I think that's just the only issue there. Also, I will say, with regard to the free climber style of things, I'm not sure how this relates to climbing, but at least with code, there is an absolute advantage to having a mental model of what's going on. Like, there is kind of like a general trend towards AI and peepholing, like trying to make your window as small as possible. But the magic that I've always experienced in code is whenever my scope, my context is expanded, and I have a mental model of how things work. And when my mental model is wrong, that's where bugs happen. And then I fix the bug and I update my mental model. Sometimes it's harder than it sounds because, the mental model is hard to get exactly right. But when my mental model is correct, then the bugs are obvious. Like you said, it's faster. It's just like, of course it's not going to work because I haven't even talked about that thing yet. And I don't know, maybe it feels like it's more powerful to have a mental model. Right. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense, right? If you don't have a plan to get up there, you can't just kind of like, where's the next foothold? Yeah, makes sense. Okay, over here again. So, 42, string or real number, not none type. What did I say the start was? Pending row 0. So I'm putting out, right? Oh, after the fact. Okay. We're going to print out the pending rows here instead. Blah, 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 blah. Start none and none. Well, that's why it's not working, but hold on. Okay, so first of all, we've got the full thing, which is great. And then we got, now here's all the inner ones, which none of them have anything. Okay, and we're passing in the last one. Got it. We need to be sending not just the end time, but also the start time. I was doing in the first place. So, okay. So the start time is here. Hold on. So in this case, the start time is the pending rows 0 start time. And in this case, the start time is start time. Oh, it's expecting. Okay. This is extra work, but I think it's okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. Now we're, well, I guess I don't know because I'm printing it out before I'm there. I'm a little, it's funny, I'm looking at this right now and I'm a little concerned that there every time, every start time here is a whole number. That seems weird. So I think I'm screwing something up. Let me not do this yet. Yeah, let me not do this yet and just dump out the no, not that. What am I doing? MBT. Okay, we're not going to combine. We're just going to update or print it out. So I want to see here if this makes sense. So I have to look at the, over here, here's the start and end times. They're all, oh, because these start and end times are all, okay, so, okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but this is exactly what we're going to try to figure out here. Yeah, these are all whole numbers. Now, I would have thought, though, that if we got to like the 14-minute mark when we're doing the speaker transitions, yeah, I'm killing it. 13 some. Yeah, and they are. Okay, great. So they are partials. Okay, so that was just me being a little paranoid. Okay, so find, or rather, we're going to do this combined transcripts, and we're going to find the words around it. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Sometimes, I mean, when things smell funny, ignore them at your own peril, because it's been long enough, or it's been often enough that I've had a smell, I've ignored it, I've forgotten about it, I go to debug something, I get back into it, I realize that it was that smell in the first place that was the thing I had to ultimately figure out. And so, you know, ultimately you wind up getting kind of, you have to be rigorous and make sure that all of your assumptions hold. And when something smells funny, it's a good time, at least for me, to go back and make sure that I'm right about something. Because I can kind of relax a little bit. Be like, right, my mental model holds up. Okay. So we're going to find words around, not the word, oh, we've already done this. We've already gone through and made a base words for everything. So this is legit. And so this is exactly what I'm going to do. We don't have to split anymore. Now we have to, we're already in here. We already have a base rows, right? Yeah. So great. We're going to find words for each word in where base rows. Already gotten it. We're going to find, this is the candidates. And then we're going to find words around this word. Oh, I see. We're going to get the word timings and the actual word. Needle and haystack. And then we're going to compute for each one of those finding the whisper words. No, it's not going to, or is, I guess it will append it on it. Okay, fine. No, this is just candidates equals find words around. And then we sort them by this score that we're going to create here. And that's going to be up here, I don't know, with the actual word, row, whatever. Oh, but it's going to be the word and also the, yeah, this is the, not W. This is the human, this is the whisper word and the human word. Okay, and the score is going to be, as we were saying, does the speaker match? If the other way around, if the speaker does not match, then whatever. Does match, we're going to get more points. If the, oh, now we do the word comparison. Here, basically, now we're going to use a basic diff, I don't know, what's it called? The, oh my God, what's that diffing algorithm for a small string of text? The distance, the diff distance, come on. Levenstein, yay. Levenstein. I swear this is like the Berenstain Bears. You guys know the Berenstain Bears? Everybody thinks it's spelled Berenstein, but it's actually the Berenstain Bears, and it always has been, but everybody's wrong. I actually kind of can't believe that Levenstein has an SH in it. I always think it's Levenstein or Levenstein, whatever. Anyway, this is a whole module. This is, I don't want this. I thought there was something built in. And how hard can this be anyway? This is like some kind of like left pad stuff here. I wrong? Is it more complicated? Oh, it is more complicated than I thought. I think I had a, let's see here. Huh. I didn't know he was Russian. Really? Sorry. This is the benefit and the curse of coding Vladimir Levenstein. Huh. Look at that. Levenstein. Stein. Huh. Thanks. I didn't know that he was Russian. Look at that. Anyway, yeah, the benefit of the curse of live streaming is that I am encouraging taking those little side jaunts. But yeah, so I want to use this. I mean, this is a complicated algorithm when all I'm looking for is kind of how many letters are the same. Like, I could use this, but the Hamming distance, yeah, I want that. Is that easier? I don't mind the Hamming distance. Oh, it's equal length strings though. I mean, what I want is for OK and OKAY to be at least half the same, right? Like, those are close enough that it should get a better score than OK and rabbit. So all I really want is just some, I mean, honestly, I could probably kind of even just sort the letters. I don't know. That's probably stupid, but I want to just bang it out too. I don't want to like, I could just copy the Levenstein function here and use it. Oh yeah? Yeah, that's not, well, let me see about that. It's not in this module, so I'm not sure that is actually the fuzzy match. Look at you, Rizmot. I didn't know who you were the first day that I was here and you showed up. I was like, Rizmot, who's this Rizmot person? And like, I figured it out after the session because of some things you said. And then I don't know why. I think it was just the last thing you said. And then I pieced it together from your handle. Every time it's some different anagram. So I should have figured it out earlier, but exactly, yeah. So Levenstein, you put it in here, but did you not call it that? Oh, I may have to bounce. Oh my God, I may have to bounce. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna bounce off of this for the moment just because it's, I feel like this is like as much code as the entirety of the file already. So there just has to be some, like I said, percent of the total. I can almost like, how am I gonna do this? So I've got the number of characters in both words. I'm going to do word one. Yeah, I think it's and it's a good flex, by the way. You wrote that, and like, people are really, this is one of the best things we've done in a while. But you know, there is always the question of, in my mind anyway, magnitude of code. Like, even if there was a perfect AI solution to this, but the AI solution pulled in 100 megabytes of stuff, like, it's the wrong size. It's like putting a jet engine on a motorcycle. Like, yeah, it might work, but it's kind of dangerous and just out of scope. So I'm just kind of like, you know, this is a simple script. We need a simple algorithm, and I want to have the algorithm match the size of the script. So maybe that's false or not the right approach overall, but that's at least where I start. clean the first word here. The second word here is the human word. And we're going to get the lowercase. We have the lowercase thing of it. I mean, we could use the having distance, but it's just going to... I really think there must be a Python diff. Let's see what the Python standard library has in it. Huh. Well, check out this difflib function, get close matches. I'm not sure it has to be much more than that. We get some number of possibilities. And they're sorted even. We don't get the score. And we're using more than just the text. So we could, I'm thinking about encoding the speaker and the time into the text. That'd be kind of clever. Or is there a way to get the value? There's not. It seems real close here. Wow. Boy, I didn't realize how in-depth this difflib thing was. Return a measure of the sequence's similarity as a float. Oh, that's interesting. Sequence matcher, AB. I mean, that's the thing about Python is it has everything in the kitchen sink built in. Auto junk. Oh. This might be exactly what I want. Sequence matcher. I pass it the two strings and the ratio. And get the ratio. Huh. Okay. Sure. Let's try it. Difflib, sequence matcher. It's kind of wonky. Is junk is first? Whatever. Okay, so we're going to do this. And I do have to... I'm still going to clean it. I don't care. We're going to do this. Difflib, sequence matcher. A equals W1, B equals W2. No auto junk. I don't care. Dot ratio. And actually, I'm just going to R plus... I mean, we just... If I get like 98% of the way there, it's good enough. I can fix the rest of it. You know, like we don't need it to be perfect, right? Like, in fact, I'm going to be the edit points. There's going to be some, I don't know, 20 or 50, maybe 100 edit points. And there's thousands of words in this. So actually just the chances that we're going to pick a word. Oh, okay, thanks. Pattern matching. Okay, yeah. Well, fine. I'll click on that and I'll save it for later. Okay, so the ratio times... I don't know. We were giving it 5 points if the speaker matches. Let's give it 5 points if the whole thing matches here. I mean, honestly, pretty more probably. I don't know. Whatever. We'll change this. And so that's that. I have to import difflib. And then the third one was the time. And so we're going to look at the timing of this. Start and human time, or human transcript time, start. And now I want to add more for the closer that they are. And my two choices are to have it be linear or divide by. It's basically, am I trying to get like, if it's straight on, it's exactly 5 points. If it's like dead on, and then it's 4 points if it's a half second off, and 3 points if it's 2 seconds off, and etc. Or is it just literally 1 second for each second? I'm going to do it linear to start. I don't think it matters. We'll see how good this does. So r plus equals this, and this is exact time in seconds. Okay, yeah, so with linear, we actually are just going to do 5 minus the absolute value of this. No. This minus, wait a second. If it's 0, it's 5. Yeah, 5 minus absolute value, that's right. And then if it's exactly on, it's going to be exactly 5. Otherwise, there's going to be some number around. And there we go. And we're going to return R. Does all make sense? What we're doing here? And then we have the score. We're sorting it by that. We'll wind up probably debugging this later. And we're going to take the top candidate. Oh, that's right. I wanted to take the top candidate only if the score was above 0 or something, right? Because it might be nobody in there. There we go. Find words around. I didn't do that yet. Okay, I did find words around, and then we're going to take the top candidate here to replace the time. So this is going to be the W start and W end equals candidates. The higher the number, so -1 start and end is that. Okay. Well, I appreciate you applying your focus here, Rismat. I think we're going to be done within the next half an hour, and hopefully, I will let you know next time we're on how it worked out. There's a chance I live stream tomorrow, either to brag, flex as you say, or to finish this up. Otherwise, I will be live streaming on Monday with the results, hopefully from the editing that gets done this weekend. So yeah, thanks for being here, Rismat. I'll see you next time. We are going to push on through because I am motivated to get this done. I want to have this working here. So get rid of all this crap. Find words around is the last little piece here. It's just me and you here today, Anya? Besides Rismat, is anybody else around? I seriously can't tell. I thought there must be a way to investigate who's hanging around. Maybe it's participants? So I think it's just me and you right at this moment, which is fine. Okay. Here we go. Find words around. And here's the individual word. I'll call it the needle and the haystack. That seems to be... Okay, so the final step here before we start debugging this thing, and hopefully this doesn't take too much of that, is going to look through the haystack for the words. I think this haystack, yeah, the haystack is in each individual word. So we're going to basically find anything that's within, let's just say 5 seconds. So let's just, I think we do this as a single list comprehension here. For W in haystack, if, that's cracked out. Return W for W in haystack if W time start needle start minus W start absolute value is less than 5, right? That seems fine. Anywhere within 5 seconds, maybe it's 15 seconds. If we're actually including the time as part of the score, that seems fine too. Let's just see. How hard can it be? Okay. I would feel bad if this actually worked, and Risma left us, and like it worked within 4 minutes of him leaving, but I don't feel too bad. He knows the score. Okay, so let's see here. 127, the score. There's no start in there? Why not? Oh. Whisper T. Oh. This is not Whisper T, it's Whisper Word. And then human. Good. Okay. Stupid error. Okay. Speaker, no speaker. Why not copy the speaker around? Either, and so I'm a little bit worried that all that time it took to get to here means it's going to do that for every one of the words, and this is just the first word, and that's not workable. But there's a chance that there's just some case that it's not working for, and I'll have to just fix that case. So if start not in whisper W, and print whisper W, and then what were you oh my godding about, Anya? Oh, what? Why? Oh, it's up there. Looks like it was wrong in the first place. Oh yeah. Not thinking. Yeah. I think I jinxed it by saying that also. Okay. So this is actually 13 minutes in. All right. 14 minutes in. 10. Yeah. And that's 4 seconds. So is. Oh, I think it's. This is actually in the whisper transcript. Okay. So now I want to look at this guy and find the isness. Seriously. Okay. 12 minutes and 4 seconds is for each. Oh, there's no speaker there. Copper. hold on a second. Oh, that's 12 minutes. Okay. Well, I'm not sure about the... Oh, I'm sorry. 12 minutes and 14 seconds. That's legit. Okay, 12 minutes, 14 seconds. Copper gold. Okay, so actually we're editing this out. That's great. Interestingly, I think we screwed up here. I'm making this be a separate word, but that's fine. This should be able to be tolerant to some of these mistake or errors anyway. Gold is, and then it skips more for some reason. So are we talking about okay? Anyway, either way, this is fine, and it's just that the speaker is not specified in that, and so we're going to do get instead. Human one should always have a speaker, but we'll still do a get. Just to be... not that, this one. Okay, so let's see if this... What's it printing out? What are you printing out? Oh. Okay. So, okay, I'm trying to figure out how we can track progress for this here. So I'm going to print out every word, every row, every, let's just start. Let's just the actual time. At least we can track. Okay, so here's how long it takes. So it's a little bit lengthy to do this, but it's already half an hour in, so it's less than a minute. So I have to actually start over again in order for it to not... what am I going to do here? I want to give some indication of progress. Taking long enough that I'm going to actually make this be the Centaur transcript. Oh, and it has to actually... Yeah, thanks. Okay. So we have a Centaur now. Will it work? Will it work? Okay. Let's go to the base rows and unfold them. The cut aren't correct. We'll add that as per Rismot's idea. Wombat, can you believe this? I think we're actually going to make some progress here. Base rows equals 0. That's not right. Oh, that's just the size of it. Okay, it's whatever. I don't care too much. Let's go down to some tricky sections here. I don't know. Might be good enough. Maybe we actually got this thing done here. How did we find out? Oh, interesting. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing... Okay. So we'll notice that, oh, I see, that's because it's the base. Well, here's what I'm noticing is that these two rows here, they overlap. And so either they do overlap, but this should just be one. Sorry, I'm talking about myself, talking through myself here. So 14, what did I say it was? 1500 seconds is like less than 30 minutes. So it's like 24 minutes or something like that. So what I'm worried about is that the lines I'm going to do this. I want to make it so that enter, well, what do I want here? Okay, so we're really close. I actually feel like I mean, now it's a matter of, is it going to work for our literal needs? Well, there's two things. One is I have to actually do the other transcript also, because then we're only doing it for one person at the moment. And the other one is, will this actually be sufficient for our editing needs? And I don't know, and I think I should do a little bit better to think about it before before saying it's good to go. Let me do that again. Let me unroll this once more here. Oh, wait, what? Mark? Okay, here. So we've got the marker. Why does the marker have a bunch of words? Okay, so that's bonkers. The marker shouldn't have any words in it. Why is it? Why does the marker have all that in there? Oh. 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 Okay. The issue is that we don't even want to combine, or we just want to take markers straight up. Yeah, we did that though. Maybe it's in the other one here, up here. We don't want to interpolate times if it's just a marker. There shouldn't be any of this other crap in there either. So I think this is, if it's a marker, continue. No. Rows. Okay, so if we've already appended it. No, we haven't. We append it down. Where do we append it? Rows. Append. There we go. Okay. So if it's a marker, we're going to append it. Okay, at least that'll fix that one. Oh, I don't want it again. The nice thing about this, though, is this is a little bit more of a resilient mechanism anyway. Like, I'm noticing that I think it's going to use the wrong words for a lot of things, but it will also self-sync so that if it ever does find the right words, it'll just use them. So we don't have to necessarily worry about it getting desynced and a much bigger mess. I think maybe everything's wrong and that's going to be a problem. The simple test is to the simple test here is to actually do an edit and see if the edit comes off in the audio like we would expect. So let me unroll this. Well, I fixed the marker one. So now we're going to find the ones that were bonkers that go down in time. 1500, right? Okay, let's talk about copper just to get the job done. These all go up. They should go up. They're fine. This one goes down. So if we... Why is it choosing 15? Here and we are closer. Why wouldn't it pick... Oh, maybe there is no we in the other one. Well, okay. Maybe what I do is I'm gonna here this and visit it because we're here and I can do this. We're gonna do have to do a window, one before, one after, and then oh, that's handy. Okay, we're gonna start from here, the window, one before, one after, and then S minus S window 0. Great. And so it's the minuses that I'm interested in. How many minuses are there? Ten, 20%. A little less than 20% of these are, 15% are going the wrong way. Why is that? I guess I have to look at the actual whisper transcript and see. So we're at 15:26 here. That's 26 minutes. No. 29 minutes. Sorry. 20 minutes is 1200 plus 300 is 6 minutes. So yeah. 16 minutes and 26 seconds. All right. Wait. No. That's way off. 300 is 5 minutes, so it is. It's 19 minutes. Okay. Let's talk about copper. Let's talk about copper just to get the job done here. So it's not. Let's look at our transcript just to get the job done here. Oh, interesting. So either this is a human level error or, yeah, I don't know what the actual situation is, but you know what, actually I could press play. I should be able to press play. No, I can't because it's not. Okay, well, you know what, I'll take your word for it, Anya. But okay, I think we're at a great place. The very last thing I'm going to do you left them in, sorry, you left them in because they're little stutters in the audio and you're copying them, or they were incorrect transcriptions that aren't in the audio and you left them in. Sorry, Anya, please explain. What kind of human errors are there? They are speech errors that are actually in the audio. That the transcription, the transcription we were working with had them in correctly. Okay, we may have to go offline and do this in a forum that is not so laggy, so we can actually get to the right thing. Before we do that, though, the last thing I was going to speech errors. That's fine to leave them in the transcript. That's fine. We will fix them either in the transcript editor or edit them out. But that's not an editing error, which is what I meant by human error. The second transcript, the whispered transcript, didn't pick them up for some reason. Didn't pick the second one up, and so that's the issue. Is that just to get, it's using the first just. Like this is the whisper transcript right here, just to get the job done. For some reason, it just doesn't even pick up the stutter. So that's legit. We can't do much better than that. Like you're right, we could do better with editing transcript by hand, but we didn't know. You can't know what it's going to pick up and it's not. So it has to kind of be more like resilient to that, and I'm okay with that. I may have to fix it. I mean, we may have to go back and revisit this and say, oh, we can't have any negative things going back. If it's not there, we actually leave the timing off or use the interpolation instead. Like there's things we can do. We're going to leave it like this for now just to get to the course version of it. The last thing I want to do before we're done for today is integrate the second transcript. So we're going to do each of these, and there will be competing sometimes. And so I want to make sure we're picking up the right one. Like Mike should take precedence in Mike's transcript, of course. So maybe we do make the okay. And the other thing here is I think we can speed this up. What did I do here with the combined words? Find words around. Yeah, within 15 seconds. That's a lot of words. And so we're going to make this seconds equals 5. And that should be enough. And then our script should run, I think 3 times faster. Okay. And so now we're going to do this same thing, but with both of ours. To Mike, JSON, to this. Honestly, let's just do the thing. Transcript. Here we go. Why is it? Oh, I see. There's no candidates within. Oh, okay. Well, that's just be the case sometimes. That's fine. Why aren't you backspace? Oh, it's not whack B. It's whack R. Okay, here we go. So, I don't know. I think we're going to call it here. I'm going to let it run because it's almost done. I mean, it's we're going to change this here. Progress to be start 0.01 Okay, here we go. vdaw transcript. Here's our edited transcript. Let's do a little bit of an edit here. Let's go back down to that literal 14-minute place and see if we can't edit.
Okay. Is that what you want? Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'll try that.
Okay, so the timing is wrong.
Let's try some more advanced.
Okay, so it was wrong. Oh. Oh. Well, first of all, I don't know why Mike is giving... Is this backwards? No. Why did this... Let's see here. Maybe. I'm going to stay on the live stream. This may be the longest one, and I may... Not sure how much energy I have left in me here, but I'm at the exact point where I feel like we are possibly seconds away from having it at least workable, and I don't want to quit until I've gotten that point. Now, that may be not the right attitude, but still going to do it for a little bit longer. Exactly. I've nerd baited myself. Nerd sent myself. Okay, it gotten so close. It's like, now it's just debugging. How long could debugging take? Okay, so at the 13-minute mark, she tells me to move my microphone, and I cut that out here, which is grand. But why is it thinking that it's the same time as the previous one? Okay, so here's the issue. Something in our script is wrong here because this is fine, 13, 18, 13, 20, this is fine. And then the next one should be later on, but it's not. It's identical to the line before it, and that's not right. This should be like, this one should be 20 to 28 or 30 or whatever, and this one should be 30 to 37. And so at least they're split up like that. And then this one, similarly, the same thing's happening here. So something's going wrong with our speaker, our multi-line stretching. So that's interpolation. Oh, looking forward to having this thing working. This is not the most important thing. Well, I guess it is the most important thing right now, but it's obviously not the main thing we're working on. So it's glad we're getting it done, but I'm hoping that we can get it done and then move on to the fun stuff, or at least the real stuff. So interpolate times. Why aren't you? Are you ever working? Let's see. Oh, it's the very first case. Let's see if that's working right. Oop, not here. Right up here. That's really all the math you need to know. Oh, because the timing is there. Okay, so it's places we don't have the timing. That's right. Where we have to go to... Yeah, I'm killing it. Okay. Is that what we were looking at the first time? 1337. No. Oh, it is. This is okay. It's the exact right time. It's just that it's wrong. So yeah, I guess this interpolation thing is just wrong. In kilograms. Oh my, yeah, in kilograms. That's legit. So how come I didn't do this one? Is it because the cut is throwing it off? Huh. Oh. 2/3 of a point, Saul. Oh, that's what he's saying. Okay, sorry. You want... Stop it. You want... Point. 20. Why is that not interpolating correctly. There are two things in it. Oh, Wombat, happy Halloween. We are so close. You're a real trooper, buddy. I know, I know. Okay, well, we're gonna, if length of pending rows is greater than 1, we're going to print out the pending rows. And I think printing them out afterwards, too. Let's see what the situation is here. I guess I'll standard error this stuff. No? Yeah, okay. Oh, that went by real fast. Okay. Well, that's not super useful. Oh. Ugh. That's not what I wanted. I want... Okay. Well, we're going to do it there then. I want to do it here. And there. Oh. Okay, this is the first time it happens. It's not Mike saying that. Why does it think it's Mike saying that? Why does it think it's Mike saying that? Oh, it's taking the speaker? What? It might be because the because edited out? Let's find out. Why does it think it's Mike saying that? Because it should be thinking it's me. So here's this bug that we're looking at here. It's assigning the wrong speaker to Mike. That's sus, which is short for suspicious in the modern lingo. And secondly, the timing. Timing's right. At least it's not wrong. Huh. This is one of those things, you know, what's that? There's a Feynman, I think it's Feynman, has a how to solve a problem. First, write down the problem. Second step is think. And the third step is write down the answer. And that's a Feynman way of solving problems, but he's also not wrong. Like a lot of this, some of this stuff, it's like there's not much more to do except to think. And thinking's not very conducive to live streaming. So I apologize, but I'm also not, I mean, this is just what it's like. So I can either debug it offline or debug it online, but here we are. So I'll just kind of keep muttering to myself and hopefully we'll figure it out here. Right, again, why would Mike, I'd be choosing, oh, we have we have this Rose speaker. Something's replacing the speaker. I'm guessing that it's correct in the first. No, it's not correct in the first place. That's why we're here. So if it got the previous one. Oh, is it? It's not Rose. Pending Rose? Rose. Yeah. It's either pending Rose. Okay, here we go. That's this bug. If basically these pending rows aren't added until after, you know, okay. I think I can work around this in a different way. I'm going to add the pending, add the row always. This should happen. Let's see here. This in pending rows is only if it's last year. That's fine. We don't have to add it in here. We should add it outside of here. Oh, I see. But it's not adding until it's doing the cutting. So maybe the cutting happens. Oh my gosh. So gross. Sorry, I have a phone call on my phone, and my headset is connected, which it shouldn't be, and so I'm going to have to disconnect my headset so that my phone doesn't interrupt my entire listening experience. So, too bad. Okay. Because I'm just staring at the screen and Wombat's getting bored, we are going to sign off for now. It has been over 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes or so. And I think there are 2 bugs left here. I think that there is this one with the speaker, which I understand. And then there's one more with the timing that I'm not sure is related. And I'm going to deal with those. Let me take the notes on this here first. So here we go. So we've done all this. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Okay, so left here, the bug is that speaker taken from previous the added row, but should use, what's it called? Pending rows first, if anything. Okay. Second bug is that timing is off. Same timing used for EG. What's the actual time that's wrong here? It was 14 minutes, 13 some. Okay, so it's 13:37. Timing is off at, for EG, 13:37. Two different lines. Okay, so thanks a lot for being here, everybody. I know Anya, I think you're the only one left, but nevertheless, thank you for being here. And I will see you either tomorrow or Monday. Have a good evening. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Wombat.